What's up, guys? Hope you're doing well so far. Let's cut straight to the chase. I know mine is because some major news just broke out that could mean Deltarune trailer or more is actually tomorrow. Deltarune tomorrow could be true right now. And we'll find out tomorrow, I guess, right? But this comes courtesy of a recent leak involving a potential direct, not the Switch 2 direct, a different direct, happening this week. And it seems like it's true, or rather, it is confirmed to be true, which is major news. So that's what I want to talk about today. When I first heard about this leak, I had like a Winter Soldier event. I had like a Doctor Strange seeing the 14 million timelines kind of deal, where I was just like, all the pieces came together. It was amazing. And now that the leak is confirmed to be true, I am very excited to see what happens. So, on the topic of that leak, let's go ahead and direct your attention to this while I go up here. Hi, I'm up here now. Hello. So, this is the source of the leak. This Reddit post has kind of a compilation of sources here, and this is from 3 days ago. And when I saw this, I was very excited because people seem to think that this didn't make sense or it wasn't going to happen. I was a believer. I was always a believer in the potential direct this week happening, and it comes from two sources. We see a rather reliable source who leaked the entire June direct from last year says that we'll see a Switch 1 direct in 3 days, which would mean tomorrow. And I also heard something about Nate the Hate, a guy that I talked about on the channel previously. He is also pretty reliable, and he seemed to think that it would happen this week as well. And originally there was this leak that it was going to be a partner direct and not a full normal direct. That seems to be not the case, because if we go here it is. This is the currently up live stream in non-American month-day system. But this says it's going to happen tomorrow, Thursday, March 27th, 2025. It's happening at 10 a.m. Eastern. I don't know what that means for your time zone necessarily, but at my time zone, it's going to be happening at 10. I'll be up watching it, very excited. So this is very interesting to me because I was always a non-believer, a hardcore disbeliever on the Deltarune Switch 2 Direct reveal, because it made no sense to me. The Switch 2 is a console that we know hardly anything about, at least we're not supposed to. Obviously, there are a plethora of leaks involving it, but we're not supposed to know much about it. And like specs-wise, hardware-wise, what it does, right? And so I expect this direct to be a direct in which we see more like hardware-related stuff. We see more specs and cool features that it has, like the weird mouse feature thing for the Joy-Cons, or the little C button supposedly that they blurred out in the reveal that we still don't know what it does. I didn't expect to see many games besides maybe a few Nintendo first-party launch titles, like AAA games. And when I heard about a potential partner direct coming up this week, it made so much sense because they often do indie worlds or partner directs before major directs. And also, the Switch 1 is dying, but the Switch 2 isn't coming out next week. Like the direct is happening, but it could still be months before the Switch 2 comes out. And Nintendo has nothing between now and then besides the hype for the Switch 2. They need some time, they need some stuff to fill the time between now and the next console, and so it makes sense for them to have one last hurrah for the Switch 2, for the Switch 1 rather, that involves some more smaller titles, like some ports maybe, and some third-party and indie games to help fill the time, because they're done making AAA games besides ports, I would assume, for the Switch 1. So this direct focuses on the Switch 1. It's going to be third-party and indie games, and guess what is both of those? Deltarune. And Toby has a history of doing things for directs. He had the trailer for Chapter 2 in a direct a couple of years ago, and he also announced the Switch port of Deltarune Chapter 1 in a direct. So there is precedence for this happening. Now, Toby said something a long time ago about having a bigger updates in the next newsletter once the game was closer to being finalized. I could see him doing both. I think that he still does intend to do a spring newsletter, but I could see him doing the trailer in the direct and then talking more about release and that kind of stuff in a newsletter shortly after that. And I think that the fact that Toby hasn't talked for so long is an indication that now is the perfect time to kind of have a reveal. The game is done. He doesn't want to say too much because he knows that he's waiting for the reveal tomorrow at the direct. So that's why he hasn't posted much else, because nothing more to post until the big day comes, and tomorrow is the big day. That makes sense to me. Now, as to why I was never a Switch 2 Direct believer, like I said, it didn't make sense for me for them to spend time on that Direct on indie games when they would be spending their time on the console itself and maybe a few big titles that were launching with it. But this makes a lot of sense. They need to fill time here. They need to kind of stall until the Switch 2 comes out, and a title like Deltarune is still pretty hype. Even if it's not a Nintendo title, it's still going to be hype to see. It'll still be a big reveal. And that's why I think it's actually pretty darn likely. And I'm very excited. And hopefully tomorrow, you guys will be getting a bonus video with me talking about the trailer, if it happens. I give it like 70 to 80% chance. I think it makes a lot of sense. And I'm very excited. So yeah, that's the news. Stay tuned for more, and hopefully I'll be seeing you tomorrow with an awesome trailer breakdown. If this ages poorly, it ages poorly, but I hope to be seeing you soon. Thanks for watching the video. If you made it this far in the video, you must like the video, so why not like the video? Also, shout out to Rosie Pixels, Frisky512, Blake the Snake, A Herman24, Dlee, Foxworthy, the amazing Fruit Salad tier member, Com Luke, and the two absolutely insane Crazy Juice members, Tybee and Liz. That in mind, I love you guys. Be safe, be smart, don't be stupid, and have a great rest of your day.